Two big names in cloud hosting. One burning question: which one really delivers? On the left, AWS, the cloud superpower trusted by enterprises everywhere. And on the right, Cloudways, simplified managed hosting built for growing businesses. Let's skip the buzzwords and get straight to what actually matters. We'll award points in each category so you'll see exactly who comes out on top by the end. The result might just surprise you. So here's our plan of attack. We're gonna compare AWS and Cloudways across these categories: pricing, performance and reliability, ease of use, features and flexibility, support and onboarding, scalability, and yeah, who they're best for. You ready? Let's start with the cash stuff first. Okay, let's talk money because honestly this is where most of us start. AWS has that pay-as-you-go vibe, super innovative, plus a free tier for a whole year, not bad at all, and this is a big but, the billing. It's like a puzzle wrapped in a mystery. If you're not watching your usage like a hawk, prices get weird and unpredictable. Reserved pricing is more affordable, but you gotta commit up front. Now flipping to Cloudways, oh man, you want simplicity, you get fixed monthly fees, no hidden surprises. Budgeting is a breeze. Yeah, entry-level plans are a tad pricier and you pay more if you want top-tier features, but still, clarity wins, right? So when it comes to easy budgeting, Cloudways clearly grabs the win here. Next up, performance and reliability. Let's be real, AWS is legendary here. With global data centers, low latency everywhere, and some wild uptime numbers, like 99.99%, which is basically never down. The only catch: performance tweaks are all on you. You'll need some cloud chops to squeeze the absolute most out of it. Cloudways flips the script, handling most of the heavy lifting for you. Managed performance stack, built-in CDN and cache, auto backups, and uptime that's still awesome at 99.95%. It's reliable, but you give up a bit of server control, and since it's built on top of other providers, there's a slight dependency. Still, for pure, hardcore performance, AWS takes this one. Let's talk ease of use. How quickly can you set up, launch, and not lose your mind? AWS is a playground for techies and experts. The level of control is bonkers, but wow, that UI is a maze and you might need hours just to launch a basic website. Beginners, you're gonna need YouTube tutorials, trust me. Now Cloudways is that friend who says, chill, I'll handle it. Smooth dashboard, one-click app installs, automatic backups and security. Totally manageable even for non-tech founders. The catch: if you want to play with fancy AWS features, you're a bit boxed in. So plain and simple, Cloudways nails ease of use. Hey, quick fun fact. Did you know Cloudways actually lets you pick AWS as your backend provider? Yeah, so you can get that AWS muscle, but through Cloudways' super easy setup. It's kind of the best of both worlds if you ask me. Let's dig into features and flexibility. AWS is honestly wild. Machine learning, IoT, serverless, full-stack tools, you name it, they've probably got it. Problem is, there's so much you might get lost in the sauce. But for custom setups and big enterprise needs, perfection. Cloudways, meanwhile, focuses on the essentials: CDN, free SSL, staging environments, migrations, all ready to go. Works across several cloud providers too, so it's flexible. But you won't get direct access to the crazy AWS ecosystem, and for niche stuff, expect to hunt for add-ons. Still, if you're chasing the deepest toolset, AWS is the winner here. Now for support and onboarding, AWS is like, here's a huge knowledge base, dive in, tons of docs and community help, which is great for self-starters, but live support? That's premium, and sometimes you have to wait for higher-tier assistance. Not exactly touchy-feely. With Cloudways though, you get 24/7 chat and ticket support for everyone right from the start. Plus, their migrations and onboarding, pretty much white glove, super quick. You might have to escalate trickier problems, but overall, Cloudways makes the first steps painless. They absolutely win this round. Up next, scalability. AWS is like, you want to run Netflix? Cool, no problem. Auto-scaling, multi-region redundancy, supports any workload. But scaling up isn't exactly plug-and-play. You've got to roll up your sleeves and keep an eye on things. Cloudways makes it way easier. You adjust resources from the dashboard with a click and you get access to several regions. But scaling options are limited by what the UI and provider offer. So for true enterprise scaling without ceilings, AWS gets the crown. Last up, who's each one actually best for? AWS, think big corporations, dev teams, startups who live and breathe cloud tech. it's overkill for you and me unless you really need that power. Cloudways is meant for agencies, SMBs, SaaS companies, even solo entrepreneurs who just want something that works, no IT department required. Honestly, both serve their audience perfectly here, so let's call it a tie. If you're visual, imagine a radar chart here. AWS blasts ahead in scalability, features, and raw performance, while Cloudways scores huge on pricing, ease of use, and support. Depending on what you care about most, that difference is gonna stand out. So, at the end of the day, AWS, it's unbeatable for enterprises and hardcore cloud enthusiasts who want ultimate control and flexibility, but it asks for serious expertise. Cloudways is tailor-made for small and medium businesses or anyone who just wants things up and running fast and simple. And since Cloudways even lets you use AWS power under the hood, it honestly covers a ton of bases. Pick AWS if you want technical freedom, pick Cloudways if you want zero headaches. Did this cloud hosting breakdown hit the mark for you? Stick around and hit follow for more easy tech comparisons, no jargon, just straight talk.